turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, ready, 25, 53, ready, set.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
65, 21, 22. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Got it.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adrian Claiborne has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up. Incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Foles. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Down. Ready. Line 25. Check, 47. 51. Down.
On second down, Freeman. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready. Line 25.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. Smooth. Mike 47. I'm coming. Got it. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still...
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
51, Sam! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Kill. Space.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Got it. Check. Slam.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. What is? I'm on. What we got? 13.
Here's Foles. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
20. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Deeper.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Foles now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Now Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not. Keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Freeman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. 6 guys. Check. Let's go.
Throwing again. Ryan steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it and avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
No. Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 36. Watch the edge. He's crashing.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's always a goal that's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
53 53 is the Mike. Hey, orbit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and very short, Minshew. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's going to be a
61,
It's going to be a
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
check 15, check 15.
Throwing again, Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
53, Mike. Come off the ball. Check 52.
To throw again. Ryan, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53, Mike. You. Watch out. Watch safety creep. Gun. Safety's creeping.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Going to throw deep for the... And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it again with Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 30-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt to tell my offense right here.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 2, the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Come on, D. Say.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken at the 18. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Flush to his right. Caught by Nelson. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, wahoo!
Minshew, 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
15 218, top down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Leonard Fournette. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Space. 52, Mike 52. Me and you.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
He's coming. We got double up. Get out.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Switch.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 15-yard line.
59, ready, 280. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, South. 47. 58. 47 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go, let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll roll him out right, and it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
53, check 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check 13, check 13. General West.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew, eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Reggie Ragland, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock the receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles,